What's good, y'all? It's your boy Lamborghini Preem back once again talking boxing. And today, just wanted to talk about a few things that I didn't get a chance to touch on over the past month or whatever. The first being, where does Adrien Broner go from here? Now I'm gonna let y'all know off top, AB one of my favorite fighters. You know what I'm saying? He just is. I don't have a logical reason to give you as to why that is, but it doesn't really matter, man. He's one of my favorite fighters right now. I love the showmanship, love the skills, love the natural ability. You know what I'm saying? What I don't love is the work ethic and the constant feeding into the distractions, you know. I seen on my man Barbershop video one time, shout out my man Barbershop Conversations. Make sure y'all check him out and subscribe to his channel. But a while back, he was talking about how he caught Broner in the lobby of some hotel and he was visibly drunk and shit. And then that harkens back to before when I had heard from, I remember Lil Wayne coming out asking or saying publicly that he had saw Adrien Broner in the club and he had asked him, like, what the hell you doing in here, dog? You a professional athlete. This ain't where you need to be right now, you know what I'm saying? And so when you got a nigga like Lil Wayne telling you that, you know what I mean? That nigga about 3 puffs short of being a fiend right now. No disrespect, Weezy, but shit, you know you in that, you got your junkie swag popping right now. That shit just ridiculous, but, you know, that's another video. But right now, when you got multiple people telling you things like this, man, you can't just take one training camp and expect to be back on that A level, man. That's not how that shit go, man. This boxing shit is stingy, man. Well, not even stingy. It's a truth teller. It'll show you straight up. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't been putting in that work, it's gonna be obvious. You know, especially you may be able to get away with that shit when you go against maybe lower level opposition, maybe a C class fighter, maybe even a B class fighter. But once you get to the A class, where these niggas been training the whole time, you know what I'm saying, just for you, they done developed a specific game plan just to defeat you. They approach it with a level of professionalism that you just don't do. Then you're gonna get exposed and you're gonna get beat, man. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to y'all, man. Watching that Broner versus Mikey Garcia fight, that shit was hard to watch, man. That shit was fucking hard to watch. Because I'm looking at this shit and I'm like, yo, do these guys even have a fucking game plan? I'm like, damn, Broner, this jab, you know what I'm saying? That jab, Mikey jab was getting in his ass, man. Seriously, that shit was stopping him from doing anything. Anytime Broner finally get some offense popping, land a good body shot, you know what I'm saying? Maybe get a good shot in there, here and there. Mikey clobber him with that jab 1 or 2 times, and that his hands go right back in his pocket. You know what I'm saying? And shit, I respect it, you know. A good jab, that's the job. That's what a jab does, you know what I'm saying? That's what the major effect of a good jab. That's why they say it's the best punch in boxing, because even though Broner was bigger and stronger, and basically every other intangible he had in his favor, still, that one punch, the jab from Mikey Garcia, was what stopped all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Made it meaningless, basically, because Mikey could work off that jab. He's been used to being under duress and having to do things off that jab. I was low-key impressed with Mikey Garcia. You know, I was really impressed with what I saw, man. I did not expect him to dominate Broner, man. I gave Broner about 3 rounds, maybe 4, but 3 rounds is about the max you can get at nigga, really, though, from what I saw in that fight, man. And I wanted him to win, you know, so, yeah, because the Mikey Garcia shit with the Donkey Kong and all that, I see what they was trying to do marketing-wise, you know, to get some of that Mayweather-McGregor type heat, but fuck that. I don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? And once you show your hand that you on that team, where you okay with that kind of shit, I don't fuck with you no more. Straight like that. So, you know, I mean, I got respect for Mikey Garcia, but that's where it stops. Fuck all that shit, man. Anyway, back to this Broner shit. With my recommendation to AB would be simple. And I don't usually do this because I don't recommend niggas leaving the people that they came up with like that. But to be real, man, I think it's time to either, I don't think you need to necessarily get rid of Mike Stafford. I don't think that's the answer, but I definitely think you need to be bringing somebody in that maybe has a wider base of who's just maybe more familiar with maybe helping you a little bit better hone those skills and to develop, I mean, I'm tired of seeing Broner coming to these fights, man, with no game plan, just straight going off athletic ability, man. I want to see some shit like when I saw Andre Ward versus Kovalev. If you listen to all of the pre-fight interviews with Virgil Hunter, he explains that they train specifically for the knockout. You know what I'm saying? Every time I see Virgil Hunter go into a fight, they have a plan. With the exception of the Berto Mayweather fight. But even then, I think it was still a plan. He still had a plan. He didn't give it away, but, he said he didn't have a plan. But I believe there was a plan because Berto did a little bit better in that fight than I expected, man. He looked great. I got to give it to him, man. That was probably the last time we saw Berto look really, really good like that. You know what I'm saying? Even though he got his ass whooped, he still looked good, though, So that's just, I would like to see Broner maybe link up with somebody like Virgil Hunter, not only for the strategic element of it, but also for the self-esteem part of it, man. I do believe Broner a lot of times be overcompensating and shit, and he might be in the dumps and shit and be feeling depressed, because that shit go up and down, Sometimes niggas ain't always on the top of the world, and you have to kind of play that part. So I understand why he does what he does, but maybe you need somebody like Virgil Hunter, just be around that kind of energy with him and Andre Ward, a bunch of real men. You know what I'm saying? Real niggas who show you who can explain to this man. You know what I mean? Not even explain, because Broner a grown man, dog. The reality of it is you just need to be around some dudes who is about that life and not about this other shit, man. Because ain't no reason for this nigga Broner, after all this money, all this fame, after all the adulation and accolades he done got, to be getting shot at in the fucking, just on some random shit, leaving out of bars and shit. Like, what the fuck is you doing, dog? You a professional athlete, cuz. We fuck with you, man. We fuck with you the long way. We don't want to see you lose. I didn't want to see you lose none of them fights, dog. You should have beat Maidana. You should have beat Sean Porter. And Sean Porter my nigga too, but you should have beat Sean Porter, man. You had the skills to do it. And that 12th round showed us all that. And then also with this Mikey Garcia shit, man, you can't take no more L's. Period. Period, dog. And it's really no excuse, because these L's is uncalled for, nigga. Totally uncalled for, man. If you have been training ever since, if you train like how you trained that last fight, ever since the Maidana fight, can you imagine what level you would be on boxing-wise? How quick, how sharp your reflexes would be? You know what I'm saying? The different things that you was doing, like, performing at a high level is a gift, man. You got it, man. You got it. Some people got to learn it, but you got it, man. For me, I mean, I don't even know if you're going to hear this shit, cuz, but if you do, somebody put you under this or whatever, man, I need you to know real niggas is behind you, and you can bounce back, man. You better bounce back. You know what I'm saying? Get your ass in that motherfucking gym. Fuck the mixtapes. Fuck all that shit. I mean, you got shit out now. You got to keep it popping. You know, do what you do with your shit that's out, man. But right now, you got a good maybe 4 or 5 years left in the tank, man. You need to be focused on boxing these 4 or 5 years. Once them 5 years is over, you 32, 33 years old, man, you can rap all day. You already famous, you know what I'm saying? That shit is there. It's going to be there, you know? You can, you know, get your shit popping. You're a star. You're going to be a star regardless. But this shit, cuz, you keep losing, man, niggas ain't going to be fucking with you no more. That's just what it is, man. Because, like, my man, like, I heard Deion Sanders say that, you know, a fan only blow when you're hot, man. You got to keep this shit popping, man. It's no reason. Broner, you too good for this shit, dog. You too good. Too nice on every level to be letting shit rock, man. And no more fucking B-level opposition, man. You get one tune-up to get your shit back together, and then after that, you should be on, man. But yeah, man, I think you should entertain maybe hooking up with Virgil Hunter, man. Maybe getting with Floyd Sr. Some people with some expansive boxing knowledge that may know things that other trainers who are also experts may not be privy to or may not be abreast to. They may not know these things, you know. It's I think bringing him in would help you out a lot. You know, maybe in addition to Mike Stafford, would be some good shit for you, man. Because I would really like to see you approach a fight with a game plan, execute it, and win. You know what I'm saying? Because I think you could do it, man. Real talk. So, from one real nigga to the rest of y'all, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the whole motherfucking YouTube community and everybody who listen to these boxing videos. I fuck with y'all. Don't forget to check out my other channel with all my music videos and all my records and stuff, because I am a recording artist. That's what I do. This is a hobby for me. I fuck with it heavy because I'm a huge boxing fan, but first and foremost, I make these records, baby. So if you get a chance, go on and check me out, man. I just dropped a new album on July 4th. It's called It's My Turn, the Throne Ascension LP. And the general consensus is it's a motherfucking classic, you know what I'm saying? So go ahead and check that out, you know what I mean? And to all my Adrien Broner fans, man, we pulling for this nigga, you know what I'm saying? We gonna keep pulling for him, because I don't turn my back on him, you know? I ain't turn my back on Zab Judah. I ain't turn my back on none of the other motherfuckers. Even my man B.Y. Jennings either. I ain't turn my back on him. I ain't turn my back even on B-Hop. Recently I had to reconsider, you know what I mean? Because B-Hop been wilder lately with that coon shit, but, you know, I ain't turn my back on none of them. I ain't turning my back on A.B. You know what I'm saying? So I think he can step it up, man. I would like to see him step it up. I would like to see him elevate his game. I think he can do it, and I think he will do it. Shout out to Al Heyman for bringing boxing back. Shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying, the boxing game. I'm a huge fan, and I love it, man. I fuck with y'all the long way. But, yeah, man, that's all I got to say about this, man. I'm going to holler at y'all. 100.